An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love, moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, first one in the building. Followed by Billy D, Beer Belly Buddha. What's up, y'all? Epic Gnosis, how you doing? What's going on, y'all? Let's see. Yeah, those updates, you can avoid them for a little bit. It's always been that way, by the way. You can avoid them for a little bit, but there will come a time where you can't, where you are forced to update or not be able to play. See, it shows Magic as a 5-star and lower as both owned and unowned. Oh, interesting. So this new version of Magic may be in. Now here's a question. Are the 5-star and lower Magics still the old Magic? Ooh, hold up. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that loading screen. Now, when I'm playing on the PC, I don't have a choice. It auto updates from Steam. So, but what I am, the weekly super event. Yeah. Claim it. Give me that glory. Of course, we're gonna grab that one. Over here, unit store, ultimate supply drop. Okay, that's for money. Money, 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 money. And then the new magic. Magic. All right, let me. See. Let me do that real quick. Get the engine all warmed up. There you go. Don't really make a difference here. All right. And looks like that is fine. Few different descriptions. Is there a second magic in the game, or stay with me? Is it a bug? I don't know. The question is, are they leaving 5-star and below magic the same? If they are not, then that's a bug. Diddle it! What's up, man? Jiggly! Jiggly-pop, jiggly. What's up, man? Kingpin! What's going on, man? Lawrence, how you doing, man? Yeah, I don't know. I'd be thinking a bug, because they've done something similar and that didn't happen, but I could not be sure. So if they are keeping the 5-star magic and below the same, man, that would be a mess. You'd have to have alternate descriptions for magic. That could be very confusing. I don't know if I would recommend that. Because I know they did that with some champions, and they did it, they say, to avoid confusion, but honestly, I think that promotes confusion. You know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'd have to learn 2 different versions of the same champion. That seems more confusing to me. You know, you're a beginner and you learn this champion, you're like, okay, I got it. And then you get a higher rarity of the champion. Are you gonna reread the description? Are you gonna assume that this champion that you've already learned has changed completely? Or are you gonna find that out the hard way? Get in there and try to play it and whoop. Yeah, like they did with Ultron. You know, they could rename the champion so that you would have 2. That's why I was saying you would have to have 2 versions, but you'd call them different, so that kind of signals to people that there is a difference and that they might want to look and see what the difference is. You know, if I get an Ultron Classic and then an Ultron, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. Ultron Classic and Ultron, what's the difference? And I might go and look. So yeah, Epignosis, I agree. That's what they really should do, Magic and Magic Classic. If they're gonna do that, but they may not. They may just have done a complete overhaul and he's just different. Which is, like I said, they did that with Ultron, but they didn't do it with, like, say, Juggernaut. So, you know, Juggernaut, they just made the change sweeping. Yeah, Colossus. Yeah, the 1-star ones, and I never really agreed with that. Their logic, they said why, but I just disagree. I think that, you know, you coming in, you know, they wanted to keep it simpler. That's what they said, for the beginners. They could have done that a different way. For me, you change the name. If you want the 1-star to be different than all the others, then give it a new name. Colossus, you know, Starter Colossus or something, you know? That to me would make a lot more sense and it would be clearer. But they didn't go that route. So yeah. Oh, you and a lot of people, Epignosis, but honestly, are you using the 5-star now? I mean, do you just want her as a trophy? Is anybody using Magic 5-star right now? Keep in mind, they have the logs. So they know whether Magic is being used and by who and how often and where. They have all that information. So that would be some interesting statistics. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are using 5-star champs at all. The only place I use 5-star champs is in the arena. And that's only because I can't use my 6 and 7-star champions in that one arena, the Catalyst arena. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using them at all. All right. Oh, I've been using, I still got 26 of these bad boys. I've been messing around, you know, I still like it, the Lunar New Year. I'm already finished, like I told y'all I'd be finished over the weekend. And I am, oh wait, you can't see, you can't see it here, can you? No, you can't. Well, as long as I'm here, I still have Bronco tokens, by the way. See, here, I don't mind because I have so much energy. I don't care. What I can do here is if I don't have a good hand, I don't continue. I'm like, what's the point? Waste my time. You know, I only rank my 5 stars to increase my hero rating, trying to get to 12 mil. Yeah, I always, well, I have a lot of 5 stars I haven't ranked up. I only use Magic in Arena and currently in Variant. I can use her in the 5-star quest. Yep, those are going. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, ain't gonna have that. Oh, that's what y'all want to do. Well, let's go for Earth then. I have so many energy refills and luckily still have to complete the back issues, so I have a place to use them. I haven't completed the classic versions. That's, I didn't fully explore the classic. Just recorded a practice fight, Magic versus Magic for posterity. Oh, man. Get rid of y'all. Yeah, that's better. Who's your daddy? What's up, man? I'm good. In my hood. You just finished 8.4 for the first time? Yeah, get going, man. 9.4 is coming. Top D coming. Top D coming. Top D coming. I never knew what he was saying there. Ain't nothing but soap break. I was like, what are you talking about? But the beat is good. Oh, knew it was gonna do that. They love doing that. I'm like, ooh, they're stunned. I go in to hit them, and all of a sudden they're not stunned and attacking at the same time. Good shout. Had to check if I had to clear classic versions also. 4-star Magic struggled against 5-star Ascended Magic, but got it done. Yeah, I mean, she lock them down. That's the thing. All right. Mama Floaty, what up? How you doing? I had the worst luck against Glycan. That 1% was a mess. Oh, he was fun. What? I for the most part, I like the 7, 8, and 9 bosses. There weren't too many of them I didn't like. You know, some I like more than others. I pulled the 7-star gold pool this morning. Woo! There you go. You saw my opening, right? I pulled all of them but the 7-star. But hey, they don't like giving me gold pools. They do not like giving me gold pools. So I am not surprised. All right, let me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that loading screen is sweet looking. Might have to go grab that one. All right, let's see. Ooh, quest is about to end. What did y'all think about the Rampant Evolution quest? Go to oh, what's the raid? Mystic. Oh snap. Let's do that real quick. Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where you at, girl? There you are. I pulled every level of gold pool this time. Sorry to tell you, I have all versions of gold pool now. I think the only one I don't have is the 7-star gold pool. Thought I was gonna have to give up for a bit there on Glycan. I had to dodge that special 3 times to get through 1%. Yeah, it just takes some practice. What's up, YT user? How you doing, man? I had an uneventful weekend. I sure did. And I like it. I like the way you comb your hair. I like the stylish clothes you wear. The way you kiss me, I won't tell. Woo! I love that song, man. You know what I've been doing? Some of these young ladies, I call them, in their 20s and 30s, listening to some of these songs for the first time and reacting to them. Oh, those are fun. Some of the guys too, but I like the ladies. What can I say? But I do watch some of the guys, and it is so funny. Some of them are like, oh, y'all were listening to this back in the day? In the world? One of them, she listened to, was it Adina Howard? A Freak in the Morning, a freak like me. And she was like, what? She was like, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all talking about our generation. Y'all were listening to this. It'd be funny, man. We get busted listening to the music we grew up on, and we're like, you talking about us? Let's see. Even Awaken, the 7-star. Hell. Rampant Evolution was fine. Me too. At most, I got the 5-star gold pool. What's up, JL? JL Hakajuliahan. Ooh. All right, let's see if I can. I always mess up sometimes with her. I don't know why. Oh no. It's the Hercules. That messes up my rotation. Yeah, see? And that's not what I wanted to do. See, already messed up. As soon as I found out that it is a Hercules. Hate that one. All right, let's try it. No, that's not what I wanted you to do, bro. I should always get this out of the way first. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Y'all saw that damage, right? Yeah. When you get it right, that's what happens. Even though I was messing up, so it took a little bit longer. But she rips that. Usually in just one special, as you saw. And if it wasn't Hercules, it would have been over. That's like the worst one to get for her. Oh, Alliance Quest meta. So we got the goal. All right. Yep. Exploration rewards. Okay, so then we have to wait to see what we got for the ranked rewards. All right. And as you can see, I did my little to get the units. And but yet, homeboy, there he is. I ain't even played with him yet. Blue Marvel already ascended. All right. Whoops. That going. I was caught in Techie Land this morning using DaVinci Resolve. It's funny because there's certain things, I mean, it's an awesome editor, but you got to get used to, you know, if you're coming from another editor, there's certain features that it just doesn't have that you might be able to get because it's very flexible. Like in Filmora, I can set the thumbnail before I export my finished video. And what that's actually doing is it's changing the metadata on the file after. Okay, so it exports it and it changes the metadata so that when it writes it out, it has that thumbnail in the metadata field. Well, I was told that DaVinci doesn't do that, but I see that it does have a place where I can change the metadata. But I also found something that was interesting that might take care of that and another problem. So, and this is a little small thing. When I'm rendering a video, or a bunch of them, because you can batch render, you know, I'm gonna be doing something else. You know, I might be rendering it while I'm playing MCOC and watching YouTube. So I wanted it to just play a sound when it's done. I even created a sound for it. I found a website where for free I can generate you know, an AI voice for the file. Good grief. Wow. That stun did not last very long at all, did it? So, let me see if I can find it. I made, it's very small. See if you can hear this.
Task completed.
And I just told it task completed, and it had a bunch of different voices that I could choose from. And of course I didn't choose none of the male voices. But very simple. And I just wanted to play that when the render is done. Well, there's no direct feature like that. You know, in another one, all I had to do was click a little checkbox and tell it what file I wanted it to play. Well, in DaVinci, there's no feature directly like that, but they have a feature where you can run a script at the end of the render. So you basically can do all sorts of things, not just play a sound, but a whole bunch of things. And so I'm wondering, and I'm gonna look and see if I'm able to get a script or write a script that will change the metadata for the thumbnail. Just something a little fun, because that script, you know, it's either Python or Lua script, and I did play around with both of those, so you know, I shouldn't have any problem coding in it, but that's going to be interesting. I'm loving DaVinci, let me tell you. I see why the professionals like to use it, and this is the free version. The Glycon is bad now on last 1% because Kabam are changing distance and timings, and that 2-star poker is a new We the Rats in the Cage mage test. No block fail, parries, decks getting clipped, nobody calling out Kabam. Well, I'm not having those particular issues in the poker. I enjoy Seaton's updated video on Ascension, only a minute, but a banger. I saw one of his. I didn't see the updated one. The one that I saw from Seaton was longer than a minute. Oh, and you guys saw that I made a how-to video on Black Widow Clairvoyant. I've got a few others, and those are going to be short. They're not more than 3 minutes. So they're going to be in the shorts section. And I got a few other champions that I'm going to do that with. I'm good, and it's an honor to be here with you. Well, thank you. The hurt version is the most annoying. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. Yes, it is. You a bad girl. All right, come on, come on, give it. Oh, that's special. Go to special. There you go. Catch this. There we go. If I had money, I would sue her for her lies and power. Stripes to the head. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't see me typing in there much. The only reason that I go over there is to post in the official content creators channel when I'm live, or if I have a video, something like that. That's about it. I love how it still doesn't tell us an attack is unblockable until they've already started hitting it. Okay, there are some champions. Sauron does that. And I swear, I was like, unblockable ready. I said, all right. Not unblockable, non-block. Let me try to parry him. Bam! Unblockable. I'm like, really? This one was from the when 6 stars were introduced. He added some stars to an old video. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna hold for rank 5s now. Trying to get the Elder once 9.4 is available. Vernon! Money earning Mount Vernon, what's up? Yeah. I'm not gonna rank 4 anybody for a little bit. Since I didn't know, I already took up I think the last one was Claire that I took to rank 4. Otherwise, I'd be close to a rank 5 right now. But that's okay. It's all right. I don't regret taking my girl to rank 4. Over the weekend, I opened up about 10 million solo shards worth of crystals and now only have 99 SIGs left on my 3-star champs for Blue Marvel. Yeah, I just for your 3-star champs. I have so many SIG stones, but I haven't been doing that with the 3 stars. That's the new FU meta. Oh man. Why is Serpent getting the Herc treatment these days? America Chavez, Spyro, Nico, and now Madeline Pryor. Yup. Yeah, Serpent is definitely getting crapped on now. I'll tell you this, Claire can do it too. I fought not as well as some of the other ones, but they had Serpent on a node in war. You know, this is off season, so I brought Claire just to test it, see how she did against him, and she did. She got him. I had gone in there with Kushala first who didn't do well against him on that node. What's that? The Steve Ski. What's up, man? Thank you for following over on Twitch. Appreciate you, man. Ooh, do I want me a Doctor Strange? Because he also can handle Serpent. So yeah, there's a lot more Serpent counters now, which I knew they were gonna do. That's their MO. They release a hold on, let me see. Do I? Okay. Want to make sure the I remembered to turn the sound back on. But that's what they do. They release an overpowered defender, get everybody all frustrated fighting them and all that, and then they come out with a ton of counters. That's just what they do. When will they give us Enchantress counters in abundance? He actually has counters now. But you mean more hard counters? Don't know. But they probably see that Serpent is a bigger problem than Enchantress. He is. If I see Enchantress, just a regular Enchantress, I'll take her out with a Koye. Or Hulk. There's a few champs that can handle her. But Serpent? I'd much rather fight Enchantress than Serpent. But now that they're flooding us with Serpent counters, like Nico, she tears up Serpent. And that's why they put Serpent on a node in war and then ban Nico. I was like, y'all dirty somebodies. But Claire handled it. Usually champs they can nullify do well against him anyway. Woohoo! Julahan! I'm assuming that's your Twitch persona. I got Spider-Woman at rank 4, Max Sig. Yep. I don't think mine is Max Sig. Is mine Max Sig? I don't remember if I took her to Max Sig yet. I might have. I now follow you on Twitch too. That's what's up, man. That way you can get any drops that you need too. I have just over 1,000 SIGs to go for my 4-star champs. That's why I targeted 3 stars first. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I have been doing it for a while. I should check. Hold up. Woo! Caught you. That cracks me up. Let's see. Gar. Yep, Symbiont Supreme. Also, yeah. He has more counters now. So he's not the terror that he was. But yeah, let me check something real quick, because I haven't been doing my 3 stars, but here's an easy way for me to tell. 4-star, can't use the generic, which means everybody's awakened. And then Generic, 4-star. So everybody is awakened and max sig. Easy way to tell. Now the 3-star. See? And I can awaken them or not. I'm gonna awaken him and him because I'm not gonna be getting them anytime soon. But him, I'm about to get today or tomorrow. And then see, how many do I have? Okay. So just these are not max sig. So let me go here. Whoops. So tech. I just haven't been doing it. Go him out. Maxed him out. And who else I got? Heck, was it Mutant? Sir. Now he's max sig. Do I have any skill? Mbaku! Maxed. And then nope. Science. Mystic. Nope. So everybody, let's see. Yep. So now all of my 3-stars are maxed out. Can you feel it? And I'll probably rank them up when I remember. All right. Here. Yep. Playing 2 games at once. Because I got it like that. All right. Get back to it. So I just counted this fight alone in solo raids with my Warlock. Had 16 dropped inputs during the fight. I was able to stay away, so it didn't hurt me much. Now, I will say that on the PC, it's definitely better. Which is why I played on the PC as much as possible. All your 4-star cosmics are max sig. That's what you did with your 3-stars that weekend. Okay. While bowling the tournament. They added a new quality of life. If you click on a champ and add SIGs, it does it on the same screen. You died again. What up, man? What you mean? Hold up. I gotta see this. You know I love them quality of life improvements. All right, you died again. Let's see what you're talking about. Some 7-star champions are now eligible to be ascended with additional new perks like ISO Burst, increased prestige. I told y'all. Anyway, increased prestige and improved challenge rating. Visit the upgrade screen on an ascendable 7-star champ for more info. Hello. Upgrade. Ascension. Okay. Uh-huh. It'll be interesting once we get them. But this is the stuff that we'll be getting. And you need one of these. You've got to have the Champion Ascension token. That's where they're gonna hammer you. It'll be like getting a new champion. But I guess you also need these to rank up the Ascension, right? Okay. Yeah, Storm Pyramid X. Yeah, I'm gonna be ranking her up. I thought I had ranked up the Storms to rank 3, but I hadn't. So yeah, gotta get them up. But yeah, you died again. Let me see what you're talking about. So are you talking about on this screen? Or here? Or is it on the champion info screen and use items? Kabam, got that from the water brand, Essentia. Champ screen. Okay. Whoa. No deals. No deals. All right. Somebody who's not Max Sig. Okay. Use item. Or is it this one? Okay, this one. But that was there before. The use items here. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you mean. Because this option was here. No, I don't have Crit Monkey at Max Sig. Go back? Crazy Sam, what's up, man? You planning to do all the new challenges to get the Elder title? I sure am. Absolutely. You know, I've never gone into the Abyss. Now I'm glad I didn't. Then use Sig Stone. Okay. It didn't do that before? See, I don't usually do it that way, so that's why I'm confused. Oh. Well, that's new. That is definitely new right there. I remember all that. Yeah. Okay. See, I would have never seen that because I don't usually do it that way. Huh. Oh, snap. Okay, that is nice. Okay, yeah, I see that. That is nice. Y'all see what it's doing? You can now tell just what I can't tell you how many times I've used the Sig Stones and be like, oh, what was it before? How much did it improve? Is it worth it? Yeah, that is nice. Look at that. Okay. Kabam. Good one. I know, it's just a little thing, quality of life. Stuff is still broken, but I do like that. That's the programmer in me. I'm a geek. Yeah. What can I say? All right, let's keep going. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that, man. That is cool. Now, that screen, does it? I'm gonna have to check it out later, I guess. But does that screen only appear when you go through that sequence, or is that just gonna be the new screen? Snoozy Apple, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm still waiting for DDD's idea about having the SIG level show on the champs picks in the lower right. That would be nice. You should work for Kabam on remote to fix those bugs and AI. Why you want me dead? I don't need no more stress in my life. That life is very much associated with some stress. Let me tell you. Lots of stress. But for little things like Da Vinci, writing a little script or something to do something, oh yeah, I like that. Oh, it's only for that sequence. I wonder why they did that. Maybe they're testing it and it'll replace that screen, period, because that's what I would do, because that screen is just superior. It's a straight up upgrade. So why would you not do that? It should, all the other ways to use your SIG stones should all go to that screen. If they don't, I got questions on their coding, because that means they're being inefficient. Yeah, that means it's inefficient, but it may be that they're just, because this is the first time, right? So they might want to see how it works first without breaking everything. Okay. And this is just from a developer's point of view. I wouldn't well, I would have it tested a lot more, but I wouldn't replace all of them right away. I'd replace one, see how that worked, and then in another, you know, update or whatever, bam, bam, pull the trigger on all of them so that that becomes the default screen for SIGs, because there's no reason not to. In fact, let me check something real quick. Like you said, T Smitty, I wanna have a visual. So I go here. Now see here? I understand, because you're coming from a different place where you don't know what champion it is yet. So you have to have this screen. That use items can't go directly to that screen because you need the champ first, right? But once I've done this, I should be able to. I see, oh, you know what? Yeah, that is why they didn't do it. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I see why they didn't do it. Do y'all see? You don't have to necessarily be a programmer to see why they didn't do it here on this screen. It's a different screen. They'd have to code that same thing and they'd have to replace this. But this is not the same as the other one. The other one is within the context of a champion. They already know what champion it is, so they can pull that information from that object, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, you have the champion object here, so they could just go in and write something that's like whatever this champion is, their SIG level, and you can write something. Here, you can't do that. You'd have to do it a different way. You would have to do it on click. Once I've done that, then, you know, like at the top, it would be blank until I selected a champion. Then it would go to that portion there of their SIG, and then it would function the same way. Yeah, see, I'm a programmer, so I'm already thinking about how I would go about coding that. And that's kind of what I see that you would have to do. But that is also a lot of real estate, and they might have to maybe change this screen a little bit. Who knows? They might have to, you know, shrink it down some. I don't know, but yeah. Okay. So actually, see. So you got, okay, now this one right here is the one that it can be replaced. And the reason that one can be replaced is because you've already chosen your champion. But I don't know if they've loaded the champion object yet. So once you've done this, boom, you've got the champion here. So this screen here can be changed to the other screen without too much difficulty, I'm guessing, because of the way that worked there. Oh, well, see, look at that. Okay. Never mind. They did do it. Okay. Let's see. How about this one? Yeah. Okay. They did it. They did it. They did it. You see that? I just went to it two different ways and got to that screen. See, I'm telling y'all, I was sitting there going, this is how I would do it. They were already ahead of me because it made sense. It's the same screen coming from the same object. Riddler, what's up, man? You're right. I saw that video yesterday by Ham that basically laid out what you said about stress, but on the character design. Yeah. You watching me on two different screens? Yeah, see? So they did do it. So they have replaced it. So you can get to it anytime you've already selected a character, you know, a champion. So either you go here and you get there, or you go to the champion screen, select it, and you go there. So that makes sense. See, that makes logical sense to me, programmatically, that they would do it like that, because it's going to the same thing. That's efficient. You know, this screen right here, why would you create a new version of this screen? It's already working. All you got to do is, when they click here, go to that screen. No matter how you get there. Now, the difference is this one. The difference is when you go here, because this is not the same screen. There's no champion selected. Okay, so when you click here, you have to go to a screen that allows you to select the champion. Okay, and then when you select the champion, you don't have another use items or a signature. Let me see, can you do this? No. That'd have been slick if they let you do that. I might have done something like that. Make them nah. But yeah, so doing it on this screen is a bit more complicated than the others, because it's not going to the same place. You'd have to code this differently. You know, because you select it, and it might be that this is just meant to do it quickly in a batch. Now, what I would like to see, and this would be something a bit more feasible, they can add an option here to go to that other screen. So, for example, you can either do this, or they can add an option that says use items, and adding or down here. And when you click on the use items, when you have a champion selected, you have Nick Fury selected, right? You click on the use items, and you would go to the champion screen. So you would go, it would be the same as clicking this. So you select Nick Fury from that screen, and then you click on a use items button, which would go to this screen. You don't have to recode it. It's already here. You just have to create the use items button and go here. And that way, it functions the same way as anyway. So you have another way of getting to that new screen. Now, I'm saying this, they might do it. That might be something they already have in the works. I don't know. But that's how my mind goes. My mind keeps telling me no, but my body. This gave y'all a little glimpse into my programmatic mind. That's kind of how we used to do when I was at work, you know. We'd be sitting there, I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be cool if you did this and you did this and you could do it like this. Oh, you know. little usability things, you know, quality of life. Ironically, I played against a deck that had a rank 5 Yondu and banned him in BGs. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But yeah, I have to be really careful. There's a reason that I'm not back in the field programming. Yeah. And I actually got an official diagnosis. I go there too much and ooh, no. Because I burned myself out real bad. Caused all kind of problems. But yeah, so I wonder if they'll do that. All right, anyway, I'm already thinking about oh wait, hold on. It's in my head now. 1 second. There is a nobody talking about it? Is it? There's a quality of life. I probably, if I went there, I'll bet you they talking about it. There it is. Quality of life updates. I haven't been here in a while. The last one they were talking about was in September of last year. So they haven't been using this. I may have to. All right, I'm keeping this open because I am going to hold on. I'm going to make a graphic to explain what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a graphic, and then I'm gonna take the use items button and show them what I mean. You know, put it somewhere on that screen. And which would take you right to the other. Oh yeah. Oh, sucky now. Will I be in the CCP Twitch drops? I believe so. I don't know how they're gonna roll it out. I hope they don't do me like they did with the code. But maybe. But we'll see. You know, if they do it, everybody, if you're in the CCP, but you may have to sign up for it or something like that. But like for the code, they were quiet about the criteria. And although we've seen other folks get their code, we still don't know why. And I don't want to ask them because I don't want to put them in a position where they, you know, can't say. Know what I mean? Just a stupid question, but I see the keyboard control on screen, but you play with an Xbox controller and not the keyboard. No, I play with the keyboard. I don't even have an Xbox controller. I don't have an Xbox. Never owned one. I'm not a controller person. I'm more of a mouse keyboard type of person. And I got to show y'all this. Y'all can't see it because it's capturing it in a different way. Do you see my mouse? Here. Do you see the mouse up top here? Near the edit team at the top? Looks just like a mouse, right? Regular old mouse. Let me show you what I see. This is a display capture. Now look at my mouse. Much more visible, isn't it? Much easier to see, isn't it? I don't gotta point nothing out. Love it. So that's what I see. That's what I'm using. So much easier to keep track of when I'm going all over here and over there and everywhere. I'm like, where's the mouse? Yeah, the mouse cursor. That's nasty from them to not give you promo code. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need any extra stress in my life, so I don't worry too much about that. Hope you will ask for the Twitch drops if they don't tell you about them. Yeah. Now, they mentioned it. They announced it. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's not a promo code. It's a creator code, Riddler. The promo codes they give out. And I had promo codes that I did in a giveaway, remember? But the creator code, where you can put it into the store and use it, and I get, you know, a percentage of that they haven't given me. Ooh, look at Magic. Magic was always scandalous. Wait, what the? Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh, oh my. I'm gonna have to learn her animations all over again. Yeah, sorry, English ain't my best. That's fine, Riddler. I was just making it because there is a distinction. The promo codes and the creator code go in the same place. They just do something different. But you put them in the same place. But yeah, I've asked and some other people asked. And yeah. I haven't got an answer. And the guy who asked me, he was like, let me know if you get an answer. Because he's still waiting. Your name on the wheel, spinner winner announced, way better. Well, those are the promo codes. The creator code is for when people actually want to purchase something and support me at the same time. Almost like having a merch store for free. Except you don't get that much. I doubt you get that much. But yeah, the promo codes I couldn't use for myself. Woo! Oh, this is a bad matchup. Let me practice this. I don't know if that'll work too well. Okay. You saw that I parried her. Learning how to fight her better. Y'all saw how I did her the last war of the season? Finally got her. And that was a rank 4 Sig 200 Photon. Boom! That's what's up. Finish that, finish the season with a good one. Triple J! What's up, man? How you doing? What going on, son? I hear the neon lights are bright on Broadway. Hit him with it. Come on. Oh, no. Nope, nope. There you go. Still don't like you, though. But that's all right. Come on. Whee, 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 whee. Oh, caught me on the end. There you go. What else I was gonna tell you? Oh, have you guys been watching the what's her name? Corey Richardson trial? Man, they got the housekeeper up on there, and that cross-examination made me dislike the defense. And I was not alone, because the defense did things that they didn't need to do, and they just embarrassed her, you know? And oh man, I swear. And I saw a lot of people, I was watching a Natalie Lawyer chick, and a lot of people were pissed. A lot of people were pissed. I mean, there was no call for what she did. I mean, ugh. But I listened to it. I listened to the whole cross and was pissed. Oof. But anyway, there was some stuff that she did okay, but one thing that she did, she brought up these binders, right? Which is not normal. And at first, Natalie was thinking she did it for just theatrics. Okay? Had all of her transcripts and everything, and then had her reading, trying to read it. And can you read that there? What? That's not necessary, okay? First of all, she could have said, you know, and it says such and such. Is that true? It says such and such. Is that true? Okay? That's all you got to do. She made her read. And then later, in that cross-examination, brought up that she has a learning disability. that she didn't want to disclose, and that there was no good reason for her to do that to her. And she actually cried. I'm telling you, if my reaction, Natalie's reaction, and the reaction of a lot of Natalie's commenters is any indication of the jury is pissed at the defense as well. They messed up with that one. My wife and boy watching Marvel movie. My boy Thor modeled himself on you. He said, I go, look, wife. Wait. Bitch laughing. Oh, the dad bod Thor. Yeah. I see. Hey, Billy, I got the dad bod. It was a discrediting move that was probably done poorly. It was done very poorly. Because there were things that she did that did go to discredit her. But that didn't need to be done. You know, all the other stuff that they were talking about, you know, like the deal, the fact that she told them I'd do anything, all of that is good. But the fact that she had a learning disability, there was no good reason for her to bring that up and to put her on blast like that, and to set things up so that she, because you could see her struggling to read it. There was no good reason for them to do it that way. But yes, they did do a very good job at discrediting her, but it's not going to work because there's other evidence that proves what she's saying is correct. So the defense is doing the best they can by giving the jury a reason to doubt what she says is true. You know, telling them she has a great motive to lie and all of that. That's fine. Except that there's evidence that corroborates what she's saying. And that's what the prosecution is going to do. It's just going to, you know, the prosecution is not relying solely on her. So whether the jury believes her or not, they got other evidence that shows exactly what she was saying. You know, they got her location. They got all this stuff. Okay. But yeah, that part right there. Corey Richardson, Mama Floaty. The one where they, she allegedly unalived her husband. But yeah, there's a lot of evidence against her. I don't see her getting off on this one. I don't see her getting off on this one. I'm two dad bods, double belly and hair to my real butt. Oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh man. But hey, aren't the dad bods in? There's a reason he's called the Jiggly. That ain't Jiggly. Oh boy. But yeah, I am following. Oh yeah, they changed her profile. That's a different profile picture as well. She's scandalous. That's all I can tell you. Every time I saw Magic, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. The way they got her dressed, scandalous. Dad bod's in for about another month. Yeah, I'm telling you. Dad bods are in this year. Oh man. What else we got going on? That's the biggest thing that I had just been watching. That Corey Richardson, or is it Richens? I don't remember. But Corey, there's a lot of evidence against her. A lot of evidence against her. And I still have to watch some of the other days of the trial and see. But yeah, the defense, they're doing the best they can. All right, hold on. Let me see. So I like the new animations. It reminds me of Nightcrawler. Oh, what was that? D-Gen. You put a D-Gen and I blocked. Oh, sucky, sucky. Okay. Time to take the 6-star up. Time to take the 6-star up and start playing around with it. But they changed her sword, I think. I see the animation's different. Her artwork is changed. And I see the sword is different. She's still in scandalous outfit, though. Which I ain't mad about at all. Had a lot of people dressed like Magic at some of these Comic-Cons and stuff like that. They're scandalous. All I've been seeing about is the Iran stuff. Yeah. That happened over the weekend. I was not dad bod. I had abs at 49. Then bang, back. Now I'm a blob at 55. I don't think I ever had, well, I had abs, but you couldn't see them. You could feel them. I didn't have a body type where you were gonna see like a flat stomach. But if you ever hit it, which some of the girls did, they were like, ooh. They didn't realize I had abs under there because it didn't look like it. But I didn't have that kind of a body. The muscle was there. Trump thinks the desert is a big sand bunker you can't get out of. Man. Let's just say, like I'm watching a movie. Never underestimate the dad muscle. What did you think about free-to-play not being able to ascend new champions until 2027? Yeah, I did hear that. I hope nobody is surprised. Because once I saw that it affected prestige, Kabam's pattern, and they can always deviate, is to give the whales a chance to go way past us peasants. That's what they've done since I've been playing this game. Now, they could, during this year, add some things for units or something like that. It might be because, you know, we have two different events. So you might be able to gain some of those, you know, during the year. I don't know. So, yeah. If they don't do anything else, that kind of sucks. But can't you ascend Lizard? You're gonna be able to ascend Lizard right away though, right? So that's one ascension. Do I follow One Piece? I haven't in a long time. I'm still in the 300s. They call themselves bridging the gap between whales and free to play. Yeah, that's not that's not what I see. Hopefully they do something about it. When I saw their PowerPoint slide saying 2027, yeah. I want my kids to feel and experience World Cup football fever. Talia 90 is still a favorite memory of a lot at my age. This guy right here, okay. They're giving Lizard out so they can say you have one new champ ascended, Lizard. Now you can't complain. A bridge to nowhere. That's a good one. That is a good one. A bridge to nowhere. Oh, Billy, I think it has marred a lot more than that. Just waiting it out. Keep on keeping on. That's why the one banquet year was horrible, because the crystals weren't giving us anything good, but the milestones did. Yeah, but they did. This last banquet was good. So they did do a good job there. Come on, big boy. We hate it as a community, and I guess Kabam said, okay, screw, we going back to making the gap bigger between FTP and whales. And that's what's happening. That's exactly what will happen with that. Hey, Magic Girl. Ah, I can't pause it. But her sword reminds me of a bee's hive, the chrysalisk. It looks like honey. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Her sword looks like something I would expect one of the characters, like oh, what was her name? In DC, black girl, she was a bee, but I would expect that it looked like that would be more fitting, because it looks like it's like a bee sting or something like that. Beyonce, no. Was that her? No. I don't remember her name. That's why I can't say for sure who it was, but I remember her power, and this is in DC, but she had a power like Wasp. Oh, ow, ow. Easy, guy. Man, now y'all gonna make me look it up. Hold up. Oh, Bumblebee. I had Bumblebee in the mind, but I was like, no, I'm thinking of Transformers. But here. Her. See? In DC Comics. And I saw her in Teen Titans. Yeah. Bumblebee. All right. Yeah. I would expect her to have like a weapon like that. I don't know. I mean, I see why they did it, because it also is like the portals on the portals that Wong opened. So, you know, it is in keeping with that. But yeah, I mean, looks good. She does look good. Haven't used her yet. Look at Doctor Strange. Man. I gotta get me a Doctor Strange, man. I liked him before, and they made him so much better now. They would just not let that happen. Gladiator, they just need to fix that, what's that skill? Intimidate. If they fix that, I think he would be so much better. They had to. The competition is high skilled and whales to compete. We're free to play, real high skilled. We're keeping up. And if Kabam didn't gap the P contest, they lose the spenders. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Every single time. I remember a time where, as a free to play, my prestige was the same as the whales. That just tells you how different it is. I was able to get my prestige to where the whales did. It took me a little longer, but I was able to match them. But anytime that happened, they always changed it out. They always would come out with some high prestige champions that would then take a long time to even get and then to sig up. Hoping for Strange. Yep. Heimdall. Yep. And J. Jonah Jameson in about 7 days. I want them, but I want Strange, Heimdall, and Peter Paviter. Those are the ones that I want more. This new Ascension stuff confusing. The foggy yeah, it is confusing. It is. But yeah, I do want. I was so mad. I was like, man. I was actually tempted, y'all, to get him. That tells you how depressed I was when I wasn't able to stream. I actually considered buying the platinum track to get him. which I've never done unless somebody, you know, donated it. I was just like, you know what? And then finally I was like, I'm gonna do it. One day after it left. Yeah, I think Paviter, he's coming to the Titans next. Woo, go Black Marble. I don't know what you do, but you look good doing it. Oh, yes, sir. I'll have to learn him. That was the first time I've ever used him. So I got no idea. Got 3 Titans and 200k 7-star shards. When's best to open? Billy D, do not open until a week. When the new Titan comes around, that's when you want to open. Now, Mike Holman got me the double track this time, so I will have her. Kitty Pride. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Triple G. When that new Titan hits around, I'm saving. I haven't opened up a Titan in a while now. And I will be opening them Titans until I get the champs I want. Oh no! Why you do me like that, brother? But now you're gonna get it. Yeah, it don't matter if you blocked it. He parried me. He parried my special. Don't matter. Get it how you get it. Mr. Sinister. He's the big stepper. Underground Mecca. I should just open your crystals soon as the pool changes in case Kabam screws up and you can get comp. That's what I've learned. You're able to get all the new champs in this pool. I think there's one champ in this Titan pool that I don't have. I can't remember which one it is, but I got all the champs I wanted. Every champ that I wanted, I have, so I'm good. But there was one that I didn't get, and I'm just like, whatever. Might have been Dracula. No, I got Dracula. Wait, do I got Dracula? Now I gotta check. Last Titan change, Kabam never put the new champs in, so everyone who opened it. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. They got compensation. Big time compensation. I was like, wow. Wish I'd opened it. It was like getting double. They got all that they got, plus they got a new round. But let me check real quick here. Whoops. See my Titan? Then my Titan shards. And I got the Nexuses and stuff that I'm holding. Let me see. All right, so I got Yelena, Spider-Man, Gallon, Bastion, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Baron, High Evolutionary, Nico, Carolina, The Maker, Cassandra Nova. It might have been Frankencastle. Lizard I got, Cassie Lang. Also Cassie Lang. Dracula, Mr. Knight. Okay. Let me see which. It'd be, now see, that would be a nice little change where just color it. If you don't have one of these, change the color. Yeah, I'd be thinking stuff like that. All right. Unowned. All right. All right, so Cassie Lang, I don't have. Not really caring. Frankencastle, I don't have. Yeah, I thought I had Dracula. It was Frankencastle that I never got. Ooh, I can't wait for you, girl. And you just too cute, though. Yeah. Yeah, so it was Frankencastle that I was just like, yeah, Cassie Lang, Frankencastle, I'm not opening up nothing for them. Yeah, I hate having to cross-reference my roster with a crystal. Yeah, I just had to remember it. So I had to look over them like you just saw and then go through them. Was like, oh yeah, there you go. Big stepper. Oh man. So open them up as soon as, okay, yeah. Now, this Wednesday, I'm going to be going to the doctor, so our usual routine will be changed. Don't know when I'm gonna get back, but I may not. So I wanted to run Diablo this Wednesday evening, but I'm going to be going to the doctor, so I won't be playing MCOC. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that, because when I get back, I'm going to have to eat, and I won't have time to stream. But it's just a podiatrist. He has to verify that my feet are still pretty. I have it on professional opinion. He told me I had pretty feet. Of course, she said my sister had pretty feet too, so her judgment is a little questionable. You know, it might be a little suspect there. But anyway, I have to remember to check my insurance, because I switched insurances, and I got to make sure that my insurance supports them as well as they support my insurance. The basic pool also gets a bump because Yelena, Jean, Bastion, Gallon, Spider-Woman, and Klops move to the basic. Yeah, who I already have. So that, I would say, if there are still champions in the Titan that you're trying to get, that'd be the only reason to open Titans up before the Titan pool changes. So like, if you have not gotten Yelena or Jean or Bastion or Spider-Woman, I'd say go ahead and open it up. Whoopsie. Because it's gonna be more difficult when they move to the basic, larger pool. Although I heard they're gonna be doing something a little different when it comes to like the initial ascension pools. So that should be interesting. That's why I have a spreadsheet for that. Yeah. Be much better. Put March is mad. March in Ireland. Horse racing, paddy, parades, festivals, then early Easter. Hold on. Woohoo! Okay. Newborn babies are born with Guinness in the bop. Wait, and first words be Gora. All right. Doc needs Specsavers, or he have a foot fetish. It's a she. I don't really like male doctors. And anytime I have a choice, I do not choose male doctors. Now, you guys remember when I had the cyst? That was a male doctor who removed it, and he did an excellent job. Quick, very nice. Can't even tell. Wish Okoye was in my basic pool. Oh, that's right. You still don't have her. Time for lunch. All right, Epinosis. Yeah, well, before I eat, I definitely have to give my insurance a call. Oh, you got them all already? Yeah. Missing Yelena Duke, so I'm looking forward to her going to the basics. But see, she's harder to get there. But you might get her there. I think my Yelena might be SIG 200. That's who I took out that photon with on that node. You get way more 7-star shards than Titan shards, so it balances out. Okay. Fair point. Now, did you see my last opening? Did you see how many crystals I opened? And what trash I got? At 7 stars? So, yeah. I'm like, no. But if your luck is good, hold on, let me check something real quick here. Ooh, yep, good. This one, yep. Okay. Alrighty. I have to go look at your last opening. Be right back. Yeah, man. And the title has crash in it. I had a ton of 7-star shards. And I wasn't gonna wait because, again, I have all of them. They go into the basic. Okay. Come on, brother. There you go. Okay. That's how it is. You can ask Gills. I stole your girl while you was in prison. Jail for MC assault. All right. No, son. Hit him with it. Okay. I have 248 red envelopes to open, so they so rubbish back. Yeah, they are. But I did get every single gold pool except the 7-star one. I opened up 304, I think it was. Yep, buddy. Been a long time since Kabam screwed me in arenas and put a heavy team against me. Ooh, in the 8th round only and lost me my streak. Ouch. Hit him with it. Yeah, I won't mind getting him as a 7-star. Not at all. Yeah, T. Smitty, they will lull you into a false sense of security. They're like, let's get him relaxed. And then we hit him. All right. It is about that time, y'all. But I got to use magic first. I just saw her. I was just like, yeah, but I got to use magic first. She's new and shiny. See how she feels. Ooh. Let's see. All right. Oh. Oh. Yeah, she definitely doesn't feel quite like the old one, but again, I didn't really use magic that often, so yeah, Triple G. That's what I was saying. I think I said that in the video too, that I'm going to be getting a lot of ascension shards or resources. What do they call them? Dust shards? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really get much of what I wanted, really. Let's see, I've got no gold pools, but if I can get it done on minis, be about 400 envelopes on each. But time is not a friend. I'm struggling with Coliseum too bad with issues from Kabam. Ugh. All right, guys. I gotta go eat, and I gotta check up on that insurance thing, because this Wednesday is D-Day. Gotta know if I need to cancel it or what have you. But let me see who is streaming, and I can check both places now. So first, let's check YouTube. Super duper shards? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Tisa is live. That fine girl. Who y'all want to go raid? Max or KT1? And they're both on YouTube and Twitch. Or do you want to split it up? Raid one on YouTube and one on Twitch. All right, JL. KT1? All right, let's do it. Well, KT1. And we can raid Max on Twitch. How about that? That is so awesome. I like this. The Max on streams. Okay. So Max is going to be the raid on Twitch, and KT1 is going to be the raid on YouTube. But the hashtag is the same. Hashtag out of the shadows. All right. Take care. And you all have a blessed